Back on my trades and I'm feeling like Jack and I'm throwing my jabs like Muhammad Ali. Came back to my roots to the same fucking dude. Still feel like going back to the middle of East. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Again, I'm really sorry for the lighting in this video. Kindly excuse it. I don't have my original setup right now, but soon everything will be sorted. God, I feel such a hypocrite for making this video because मेरा खुद का पूरा career Instagram पे एक बिल्ली की वजह से चल रहा है यार. Come on यार. Anyways, let me make this clear before I start the video. ये जितनी भी चीजें मैं इस वीडियो में बोलने वाला हूँ has only come from shutting off the screen, reflecting and thinking as an individual. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about short form content and how it is polluting your head and controlling your mind. So the short form content was initially introduced to us in 2013, back when there was a platform called Vine, and famous influencers, creators like Lele Pons, Anwar Jibawi, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, King Batch, one of my favorites, Jerry Pop Drying, etc., shaped the internet's humor in the name of do it for the wine, if you remember that culture. But in 4 years, this platform got shut down because they did not have something called a proper business model. The developers did not know in which direction to take this platform, and plus they did not have any ad revenue system for the creators. So they started breeding users and creators, and eventually it died out. Then in 2018, Chinese company named ByteDance bought musical.ly, Musically, if you remember that. They merged it with TikTok and it all officially became TikTok, and that's how TikTok was born. Now, why TikTok became one of the biggest short form content platform in the last 7 years in terms of users is because it had a proper algorithm, a proper business model, music was in its DNA, filters, proper editing tools compared to Instagram or Snapchat at the time, which could help them easily tap into your dopamine receptors. Fast forwarding to 2020, every social media platform had a section for short form content. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat Spotlight, everyone copy pasted that business model. अब मैं तुम्हें बैठ के ये सारी हिस्ट्री क्यों बता रहा हूँ? It's because I want you all to know that for how long our brains have been a victim of this highly induced content without even realizing it. These 30-second clips, call it TikTok or call it Reels, are highly addictive because of the dopamine hit it gives you in short spans of time. They hijack your brain, they ruin your attention span, even your life. You scroll for hours searching for that one clip that is going to satisfy your dopamine levels, but that never happens. Why? Because that's addiction. The more you feed it, the more it needs. It's very similar to the concept of slot machines. अगर तुमने ये चीज कभी देखी हो. Because of the high levels of dopamine you have fed your brain over these years, the more dopamine it gets, the more mental fatigue. ऊपर से cognitive fatigue, which ruins your decision making. That constant fight you have in your brain ki should I scroll, should I stop, should I scroll, should I stop, one more reel, nahi bas iske baad khatam. Has it ever happened that you sat down to study or do some piece of work, but you can't even focus or concentrate for more than 10 minutes? You're easily distracted and you get up off your chair. Why? Has it ever happened that you got a proper 7 to 8 hours sleep, but you're still waking up feeling tired and drowsy? Why? Mental fatigue. And the first thing that you do after waking up is check your phone and you're back to doom scrolling without even realizing it. It's because how you have trained your brain. Practice. Habit. Has it ever happened that your deadline is approaching and you know it's approaching, but you still keep procrastinating and eventually fail to complete a task? Why? I'm not even joking, bro. Last week, my screen time was 10 hours. 10 hours in a day. Even if I'm a content creator, 10 hours is a lot. That's insane. That is where I sat down, I switched off my phone. I was like, what the am I doing? That is why I decided to make this video, to be honest. It's time to self-reflect, brother. पहले ये चीज मेरे साथ Netflix के एपिसोड के साथ होती थी कि एक लास्ट एपिसोड उसके बाद सो जाऊं. But eventually, मान लो अगर एक एपिसोड 1 घंटे का मान लो, when like it's time to watch the next episode and I start to think 1 घंटे का एपिसोड यार बहुत टाइम चला जाएगा, let me just close it, go to sleep. But that's not the case with the short form content. It's just 30 seconds. Like हाँ यार एक और reel won't make a difference. But वो 30 सेकंड के इंटरवल में कब 1 घंटा 2 घंटा हो जाता है पता नहीं चलता. That is the issue. When you start giving your brain these small dosages of high dopamine, it over time desensitizes to this dopamine. For example, you overplay a song that you really like. शुरुआत में it's giving you goosebumps, it's giving you the feels, you know, making you feel really nice, yeah. But after a week, it doesn't hit the same way. No goosebumps, no same feels. You just get bored of it and you're moving on to the next track. You're trying to find the next track that's going to make you feel even better than this one, right? That's the exact thing that is happening over here, except on a loop. मैंने एक वीडियो बनाई थी cheap dopamine करके, मेरे चैनल पे तुम्हें मिल जाएगी, where I've talked about how I was suffering that time also. And I've also mentioned in that video, like the real dopamine comes from long-term efforts, like building your body, building your career, building in-depth relationships. Since you have fed your brain these short packages of high dopamine, your brain is like, nah, thank you, man, I can't do that long term. It's the patience level is gone. It just wants a shortcut. कि भाई तूने मेरे को इतना दे के बिगाड़ा है, अब यही कर. Long term मुझसे नहीं होगा. Your attention span is down to gutter. एक पॉइंट पे जहां हम बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड मूवीज को लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट कहा करते थे, नेटफ्लिक्स की सीरीज को लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट कहा करते थे, आज एक 10 मिनट की यूट्यूब वीडियो पूरी नहीं देखी जाती. अगर मैं तुम्हें अपने एनालिटिक्स से दिखाऊं तो माई मोस्ट व्यूड वीडियो हैज अ 50% रिटेंशन. 50% से ऊपर देखी ही नहीं है लोग. मेजॉरिटी ऑफ माई वीडियो 40-50% की रिटेंशन के बीच में रहते हैं. स्किप करके देख रहे हैं लोग, 2x पे लगा के देख रहे हैं. आस्क योरसेल्फ व्हाई. अभी इंस्टाग्राम ने अपनी रील्स पे 2x फीचर और इंट्रोड्यूस करा दिया कि तुमसे एक 30 सेकंड की रील भी ना देखी जाए पूरी, उसको भी तुम 2x पे लगा के with your attention span, you're not realizing it. भाई इस वीडियो को शूट करने के बीच में मैं 10-15 बार उठ चुका हूँ. I'm myself a victim of this. You don't realize how you're ruining your potential, your attention span, and killing your brain slowly behind this doom scrolling. And if you're struggling with this addiction and you want to get out of it, I can help you out. मैं तो ये भी करने को तैयार हूँ. बाकी decision तुम्हारा है. You have to make that decision for yourself. Since I know a lot of people from my audience are budding engineers and you all are struggling to land yourself in a good college, I came across a college which I think will be a perfect fit for you to realize your own potential. Newton Schools of Technology offers India's most advanced curriculum and technology. You will begin coding and building your practical skills right from day one instead of waiting for you to go into your branch, which is second year. A first year student from this college even went to Harvard after getting selected in the H-Pair conference. Endless opportunities. Building your core coding skills is their topmost priority, which will help you boost focus and efficiency. It will teach you how to manage tech so that it doesn't manage you. They also offer you a 6-month compulsory paid internship. If you think I'm lying to you, you can yourself go ahead and check out their fest at least. You will at least get a break from the social media nonsense and you will realize how creative people are getting with technology in real life. 93% of NST's first batch racked up an internship with a stipend of 30,000 rupees per month in their first and second year. They also host guest sessions and workshops from industry CXOs, CTOs, and tech leaders of 500 Fortune companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon for them to come and share their experience. If you ever get a chance, do ask them their screen time. Their entrance exam, NSAT, constitutes of aptitude, mathematics, and English. And based on this test performance, this college provides a merit-based scholarship which includes 100% tuition fee coverage for the first year. What else do you want, man? So if you all want to know what potential you hold in yourself, stop doom scrolling and use this opportunity for your betterment. The exam is around the corner. I provided the link in the description. Go ahead and check it out. You'll find all the information there. Wish you all the best. Go and better yourself. हटो इस चीज से निकलो. Highly induced dopamine content is just hijacking your brain. It's messing with your brain. Decision fatigue, constant comparison of the flashy things that you see on the internet, which are not even true. You start doubting your own self, develop inferiority complex, low self-esteem. कहाँ से आ रही हैं सारी चीजें? तुम्हारा रिलेशनशिप खराब चल रहा है, बट तुम किसी कपल को खुश होते हुए देख रहे हो इंटरनेट पे. You know, you'll start comparing. Comparison is a theft of joy, which will lead to anxiety, depression, the loss of depth in your own relationship. The value of your partner will reduce in your eyes. ये सारी चीजें हो रही हैं भाई, जबकि आगे वाले जो वीडियो बना के डाल रहे हैं कि देखो हम कितने खुश हैं, वो शायद इतने खुश हो भी ना कैमरे के पीछे. Now let's talk about the algorithm of these platforms. This is the most scariest part. Remember I said that TikTok became one of the fastest growing platforms in number of users. How? Why? इससे पहले जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म था Vines, उस पे you had to follow a creator to be able to absorb their content. But TikTok designed their platform in such a way that the algorithm gets to you right when you open the app. अगर तुम्हें याद होगा, तुम जैसे ही TikTok खोला करते थे, अभी तो इंडिया में बैन है, I know. If you have ever used this platform, as soon as you open TikTok, the first thing that you see is a For You page. What does it mean by For You? Within the name itself, by that algorithm is yours, built by you. वो तुम्हें सबसे अच्छी क्लिप जो तुम्हें देखनी पसंद है, सबसे filled with highest dopamine, flashy things, सबसे पहले तुम्हें वही वीडियो लाके देगा, ताकि within the first second of opening this app, you get captured in their trap. Now you are doom scrolling for hours. That's what I'm saying. The algorithm knows you. It has been developed by what you are doing on the screen, by every tap that you make, by every keystroke that you give on the screen. I don't know if you all noticed, but बीच में Instagram के भी काफी ऐसे updates आए थे जहाँ they were experimenting by shifting the location of the icons depending on where the users were tapping more. I remember this one time there was an update where the search icon, the magnifying glass, that was changed to Reels. उस icon को Reels से बदल दिया ताकि by reflex whenever user taps on it, they're trapped into the Reel section and they start doom scrolling again. It's all a data point for them to build an ideal algorithm for you which will keep you stuck in an echo chamber, your digital illusion, where it's gonna feed you things that you want to hear, that you want to listen to, that you want to see. तुम्हें और बाकी ओपिनियन से दूर रखेगा, सिर्फ वही फीड करते रहेगा जो तुम्हें सुनना है, और तुम की तरह ये सोचोगे कि ओ एवरीवन अग्रीज विद मी, बट जबकि ऐसा नहीं है. दैट इज द एल्गोरिथम कैप्चरिंग एंड नैरोइंग योर माइंड. योर क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग डाइज आउट बिकॉज ऑफ दिस. योर एबिलिटी टू फॉर्म एन ओपिनियन एंड हैव इन डेप्थ कॉन्वर्सेशंस और नो डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव्स डाइज आउट बिकॉज यू आर लॉक्ड इन जस्ट वन थिंग, इन वन लेन. तुम्हें बाकी रास्ते दिखे नहीं, पता ही नहीं. मान लो कि एक इंसान है जिसने इंडियाज गॉट टैलेंट जैसा शो कभी नहीं देखा अपनी लाइफ में, बट आफ्टर द बैकलैश वो उसके लिए हमेशा एक बुरा ही शो होगा. थिंक अबाउट इट. आधे से ज्यादा लोग बिकॉज ऑफ फोमो, फियर ऑफ मिसिंग आउट, दे आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग ट्रेंड्स, लिसनिंग टू थिंग्स, वॉचिंग थिंग्स. व्हाट इज दिस कि भाई हाँ उसने देखा मैं भी देखूंगा, मेरे दोस्त को ये पसंद है मुझे भी पसंद है. स्पॉन्जी पर्सनालिटी होती जा रही तुम्हारी. यू आर अनएबल टू इवन डिसाइड व्हाट यू लाइक, व्हाट यू डोंट लाइक. इवन इफ यू डोंट लाइक इट, यू आर जस्ट डूइंग इट बिकॉज ऑफ फोमो, बिकॉज ऑफ द डिजिटल illusion the algorithm has trapped you in. Ever thought about it? Now since I told you that these algorithms are not allowing you to form your own opinion or to look at different perspectives, these echo chambers that you are stuck in. Now whenever an agenda, कोई भी मुद्दा उठता है, there are people who are going to agree to it, there are people who are going to disagree to it, and social media plays such a vital role. जो agree करते हैं उनको algorithm वही चीजें दिखाएगा जिससे वो और agree हों, जो नहीं agree करते उनको algorithm वही चीजें दिखाएगा जिससे वो और disagree करें. And now the debate debate is not between two people, it's between two groups. Now they're just constantly just fighting between each other. That they're pitting us against each other, man. That's how much control we have given to them. That yeah, you can easily put us against each other. If you're familiar with history, that's how divide and conquer works. Just the difference is now they're using technology. I don't even have to give you an example of this. You very well know what I'm talking about. It's happening in our own country. Social media acts like a catalyst whenever it comes to propaganda. These hate echo chambers where people go till extremes, moving towards radicalization, the extreme hate towards a gender, a caste, a religion. Example, incels. There's a group of people that are trapped inside a bubble that keep validating each other's negative thoughts and going till extremes. An algorithm plays such an important role that they feel validated because of the content that is being shown to them. Now, if तुम्हें violence पसंद है, तुम्हें violence ऐसी चीजें दिखेंगी. You hate women, you're going to see things that are going to fuel that hatred. And when someone from a different perspective outside that echo chamber tries to call them out, they get defensive and start attacking that person itself. For example, the term anti-national being used for someone who tries to talk about the actual problems in our country. People in that bubble will only think, yeah, वो हम जो सोच रहे हैं हम ही सही हैं. Whatever the other people say, they're wrong. We are right. It's man, it's so sad. When did we give this control? अगर तुम्हें ये hate echo chamber के बारे में और समझना है in depth में, watch this series called Adolescence on Netflix. It revolves around something like this. इतना power हमने कब दे दिया हमें खुद भी realize नहीं होता क्योंकि there is no physical indicator of it. For example, अगर तुम दिन में भाई 20-25 सुट्टे मार लो तो तुम्हारा chest heavy होने लग जाएगा, तुम्हारे सर में दर्द होगा, तुम्हारे गले में अजीब से खराश से होने लगेगी. These are all physical indicators. But the dopamine that algorithm is feeding you, इसका क्या physical indicator? It's all psychological. तुम्हें पता ही नहीं चल रहा तुम्हारे दिमाग के साथ क्या हो रहा है. जैसे लोग कहते हैं ना कि a narcissist will never believe or accept the fact that he is a narcissist. वही same चीज है कि तुम्हें पता ही नहीं चल पाता. Your real life relationships are suffering because of this, भाई. I swear ये मेरे साथ हुआ है. When I was in a relationship, I had an argument with my girl on WhatsApp over something, some XYZ. After that argument took place and we both went into our zones to take a breather, take a time out, I hopped onto Instagram and now I'm seeing like 20 reels, 30 reels on the same topic. I had an argument and it's fueling the opinion that I had in that argument. Like, hey, how the fuck? And now I just think कि भाई उसका algorithm उसके opinion को validate कर रहा होगा, which is doing what? Just creating more and more misunderstandings and fights between me and my partner, keeping us engaged in unnecessary drama. Romance is slowly dying out. Hookup culture is on boom. Micro cheating is on boom. Nobody wants to have an in-depth relation with anyone, find meaning into it, intimacy. Everything is dying out, but everyone's down to fuck. DTF, have sex. Why? Because your brain is trained that way. Because reels ने तुम्हें यही समझाया ना, if it's not instantly interesting, just swipe. Nobody wants to have a long-term relationship anymore. Nobody wants to put efforts for that because your brain is like, nah man, thank you. I can't do this long-term shit. Let's just quickly get down to sex and get that dopamine. It's messing with the real human connection, the real human touch. That's why people start acting like Tirth Persona in your DMs, no? It's not your commitment issues. It's not your past trauma that is not allowing you to, build a proper connection with people anymore. It's the fucking dopamine addiction that you're suffering with. Stop lying to yourself. You've tired your brain that way. कि हाँ, I can't do it. करने से पहले ही लोग give up कर दे रहे हैं. सोचते ही बहुत लंबा लगने लग जाता है ना, क्योंकि अब आदत हो गई दिमाग को शॉर्टकट लेने. I'm not even joking, bhai. It's a real problem. I will show you real life videos that I have captured where I saw this problem existing. I was standing at a traffic light and this food delivery guy is just doom scrolling at the signal while he waits till it turns green. भाई ये देख रहे हो रीलों ने क्या कर रखा है? दिख रहा है? दिख रहा है? It's crazy भाई. इतना क्या एडिक्शन हो गया यार लोगों को कि सिग्नल पे रुक के लोग ये कर रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट क्लिप में अपने पापा को अपना गाना सुना रहा था अभी रिसेंटली. मैं उनको अपना गाना सुना रहा हूँ गाड़ी में बैठ के. He just doesn't care. He's just busy scrolling. When I make it big, then I know they're gonna listen. Sorry, but you're all not allowed in the kitchen. Said they were with me, the truth was missing. This just shows that it's not only the youth, it's all age groups. Dating apps like Tinder, Hinge and all. Tell me one person, bro, who's using these apps for actual relationships. If you're doing that, तो आप बहुत ही चूती. Sorry, everyone's there for just hooking up. These thirst traps on these short content platforms. Another money-making business model. They're making money off of your lust. There are creators out there that are earning 20 lakhs per month from membership on Instagram, and they don't even have to show their entire body. You know who I'm talking about. But तुम बस बन रहे हो. टैक्स भरने के तुम्हारे पास पैसे नहीं है और फिर बोलते हो कि पैसे खत्म हो गए. The second you see a thirst trap on the explore page, the next second you're on Pornhub. Pornhub, oh my god, another spiral. कहते हैं ना कि 3 साल में तो दुनिया खत्म हो जाएगी, 4 साल में दुनिया खत्म हो जाएगी. They don't mean it कि भाई literally people will die. What they mean is कि भाई nobody will have any control over their heads. Everyone will be controlled. सब अपना दिमाग चलाना भूल जाएंगे. It'll be like a dead mind inside an alive body. बस बाहर से जिंदा दिखेंगे हम, अंदर से मर चुके हों. There are so many other things that I want to talk about when it comes to this topic. It's very vast, but I have to keep my video to a certain length because भाई attention span आप लोगों का तो I don't know how many of you all even made it till this point of this video. If you did, do let me know in the comments ताकि मेरे को भी पता चले कि हाँ भाई कुछ लोग हैं जिनका attention span अभी भी है ठीक ठाक है. Privacy is a joke at this point on social media. ये Telegram और Terabox pages क्या कर रहे हैं? किसी भी लड़की का रील उठा लेंगे, किसी भी लड़की की वीडियो उठा लेंगे और उसके ऊपर बस एक कैप्शन डाल देंगे, इसकी भी वीडियो आ गई, लिंक इन बायो. लोग जो अपने लंड से सोचते हैं भाई कमेंट सेक्शन में लिंक दे दो भैया भैया, वेयर इज ह्यूमैनिटी, वेयर इज कल्चर, वेयर इज लिंक. चूती. जबकि उस लड़की की कोई ऐसी वीडियो एग्जिस्ट भी नहीं करती. बस अपना धंधा, बस एंगेजमेंट चाहिए, बस क्लिक्स चाहिए, व्यूज चाहिए, बिना किसी कंसेंट के किसी की भी प्राइवेट वीडियो शेयर कर दे रहे हैं. क्या है ये? Everything is about engagement. All these OnlyFans models who are showcasing their luxurious lifestyle that they have now by posting all that adult content on the internet. I've seen 13-14-year-old girls commenting under their posts on Instagram ki bhai, I can't wait to turn 18 and move out of my house. I aspire to become like you one day. What the f is wrong with you? This is not inspiration. This is manipulation. We are just teaching the young generation to how efforts don't matter, but virality does. It's dangerous. It's serious. I don't know what parents are doing, man. I can't even blame them entirely, can we? Bhai, tum khud socho, if ex-Google or Facebook founders have to come out and say things like, we just created a system and now we cannot control it. Neither do they allow their own kids to use it. तो कुछ ना कुछ तो खराब होगा ना. Get off these fucking bricks, man. Stay connected to reality. It's important. Because eventually one point will come where your brain will not be your brain anymore. It will be shaped by a fucking algorithm, by a screen, by technology. Everything has become about engagement, likes, views, money, even if it's ruining lives. Sad. And we've been a victim of all of this for almost 12 years. More than enough to rewire your brain. It was very easy for everyone to make fun of these top 3 All India ranks of JEE mains just because they were not able to dance or not able to celebrate according to them. But trust me when I say this, they can form their own opinions. Their decision making is strong. Their attention span is better than yours. What the fuck are you doing? Making fun of them? Come on, man. I'm not saying कि भाई social media use करना ही पूरा बंद कर दो. करो. It's nothing harmful if you use it in limit. मैं भी खुद अपनी स्क्रीन टाइम को कम करने की कोशिश में लगा हुआ हूं. तुम भी करो. I'm trying to rewire my brain again so that I can focus properly on my work because there are things that I really want to achieve. I can't let this stupid shit ruin my motive, my vision. Stay connected with your friends. Talk to your friends on social media for entertainment purposes. Yeah, okay, fine, cool. Networking हो रही है, मौज मस्ती हो रही चल रही, ठीक है. But don't forget what's your actual goal. Don't let it have a control over you. You're supposed to be in full control of your brain, not fucking technology. ये तो बस शुरुआत हो रही है अभी. कि इन्होंने एक एल्गोरिथम बना लिया और उनको ये पता है कि आपको क्या पसंद है, देखना नहीं पता. आगे आगे पता नहीं कितना और वर्स हो जाएगा. Don't let this get to you, man. I know I sound like a hypocrite right now क्योंकि मैं खुद अपने Instagram पे shit post कर करके तुम्हें इस दलदल में फंसा. Creators are far worse than audience. वो अलग रेस में, उनको likes चाहिए, engagement चाहिए, they're struggling to stay relevant, they're doing everything they can. और ऊपर से वो तो इस दलदल में हैं, तुम्हें भी खींच रहे हैं क्योंकि तुम उनकी ऑडियंस बनते हो, तुम्हें वो कंटेंट बना के दे रहे हैं. तो we are far worse than you, to be honest. You're talking about all this on social media only. ठीक है, बोलो. But what I feel is whatever I spoke in this video is far more important than those comments. That's why I made this video, man. Lot of self-reflection, lot of overthinking after I shut off my screen and realized कि यार मैं 10-10, 12-12 घंटे निकाल रहा हूँ भाई अपनी स्क्रीन पे, इस चूतिया फोन पे. It's not worth it. And completely off topic, I'm just gonna take out a minute and talk about my Hindu brothers who lost their lives in the Pahalgam Kashmir attack. I'm sending out prayers for each victim and their families. May their soul rest in peace. And I hope justice is served for every Hindu brother that lost their life that day. Please raise your voices against the government. You're paying taxes for your own safety. Remember that. That's all for this video. I hope you understood something from this video. I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe or follow me. That's completely up to you, man. After this video, you decide what's best for you, man. Don't forget to check out Newton School of Technology. I've provided the link in the description. Wish you all the best. And I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, please take care. Get off your fucking phone and stay safe. Bye bye.
लाइफस्टाइल चाहिए मुझे हाई फाई प्लीज. गेम में कसूया में हे हाई ची. माल साफ होता है यहाँ पे सीट बाय सीट. गुड पीस चला रात भर नो सीन. When I break that ice I need morphine. Mosquito bites, can you put up more teen? मेरा फ्यूचर दिखता मुझे फोर्सिंग.